To reinforce my model, I usually generate a series of views and sections of it. Then I go on to reinforce the views and sections to obtain the 3D reinforcement. Starting from the 2026 version of Allplan, I could potentially use a completely opposite workflow. In other words, I have my model, I select its reference faces to insert my reinforcement bars, and then I place them directly within the 3D model. Let's try to see everything with a simple example. Here we are inside Allplan. Within Allplan, I call up the bar shape function. Next, I select, for example, a stirrup, and then I carefully decide which particular face of my column I want to consider. Like this one, define exactly which corner I want to use to insert the hook, and then I place all of my stirrups along this placement line. At the same time, I can call up the bar shape function again, select other types of shapes such as a straight bar, and once again choose the reference face on which I want to directly insert my reinforcement bar. Once I have clearly and precisely defined its exact position within the workspace, I will then use the bar shape placement command in order to carefully and accurately position everything according to the most useful and relevant corners, such as these specific ones. Clearly, I have at my disposal the palette that allows me to define a series of parameters, such as the concrete cover or the number of pieces, for example. At this point, I can continue on the other sides, on the other faces of my model, or, as is often the case and even simpler, I could perform operations such as copy and mirror the reinforcement bars already inserted in order to mirror them on the opposite side, making use of all the traditional snap functionalities. Once I have inserted all my bars, I will have at my disposal a whole series of direct editing tools, either through input fields or through grips that allow me to make adjustments as needed.